Hey guys, Moose here, welcome back to another episode of Life's a Feudal Forest Village. Making a lot of good progress here. I did not take anyone off. This is a comment someone gave me. I took people off of the bakeries instead of the apiary because I'm an idiot. So thank you for catching that. Glad I remembered that. Heading into the episode, I think I read the comment yesterday? So it's been a little bit of a time delay in when I record for that, so... Thank you for catching that, because I would not have noticed until next year. Alright, let's see how the keep is going. Pretty well. Just building it up here. Got the workers going. So I got 56 people that aren't doing shit. So I think we already talked about doing this. I'm gonna clear cut over here. Just go nuts. Ooh, that's causing some lag, and it's spring, so all those guys are gonna have other stuff to do now. Okay. Alright, what we're going to do for the farm, let's take a look. I think I figured this out last episode, but I can't remember now. I don't think we need wheat. I think we do want to go oats because they're a little bit low again. Flax needs love. 2 flax, 2 oats. No, I think we can do 1 oats. And then potato for 2. Yeah, I think I like this setup. Keep the builders for now. Everyone out here. Fully staff the farm. Then we take 5 off to do gathering. We take everyone off because we have 2 orchards and an apiary to run. Do 16. What the fuck? This is a bug. This is really, really stupid. So I'm putting them in here, and they're increasing over here. That is really, really weird. That is not how that used to work. Clearly something's bugged. They broke something in the hotfix to fix, I guess maybe they fixed locking, I don't know. But they clearly lagging. Okay, it's lagging really bad here, so we need to slow down, hope that fixes it for a second. Give it a minute. Up to 8 donkeys. That only seems to change when I'm not playing. Like when I leave the game, it like ticks up in the save file and then come back and oh hey, there's more donkeys. It's very strange. Anyway, the application of work to the farms and everything is very bizarre now. Okay, I don't really need people here. Why do I... Really? You guys are... What am I doing? Why do I have people in the herbalist hut? That was silly. Okay, now it's lagging at 5x. That's a problem. Okay, so whatever hotfix they did to fix the locking, fuck day-night cycle again. That's unfortunate. Seems like they're having some issues with that. So hopefully they'll resolve that in the next, between now and the next episode. And speaking of the next episode, normally we'd run another episode on Saturday. However, I think I'm going to forego that episode in favor of working on like tutorialized content. Where I'm trying to say, okay, well, here's what you need, you know, here's how markets work, here's the trading rate, that one that I talked about. Probably something about food, because that's kind of the most logical thing to do. From the perspective of, like, if you're playing this game, food is one of the most important things, so you probably want to focus on that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. That's going to take a little bit longer to make, because I want it to actually be a somewhat scientific approach, I guess. So I might need to... Well, I have one idea that I'm going to try and figure out. And if I can, like, look through the files and figure out maybe if I can see the code somewhere. I don't think this is going to work, but if there's some moddable files that contain, like, harvesting rate and things like that, I can go through that. The problem is, and this is where I have some reservations about doing it, it all comes down to the workers getting to and from where they're working fastest. So one of the major issues I feel like I'm going to have when I try to measure this is, you know, you might say, hey, in a vacuum, if I put 3 workers on a farm and 3 workers on a gathering hut for a full year, maybe the farm is going to get outproduced by the gatherer. But once you take into consideration, well, actually the gatherer has to go all the way out into the forest to get their stuff, whereas the farmer can just go anywhere. You can put the farm anywhere you want, so it can be right next to the housing like this is, or it could be on the other side of the map. It doesn't matter. It's your choice. Then you start to have problems, because 9 times out of 10 the farm is going to be nearby, whereas the gatherer's hut is going to be out in the forest, which may or may not be close by. And I would say more often than not it's not going to be close by, so you start to have some delays with food creation as a result of that. And there's a lot of little things like that that make me feel like, well, you know, maybe this doesn't work as well as it maybe should. I don't know. I like the wolf flag. It's kind of cool. Oh no, I remember. I looked at it and thought it was a wolf, and in reality that's actually a dragon. Looks a little bit wolf-like, though. I wonder we could build up this way. Not really much point. It's better off going up here. So I should do this. And then just 1 barn. I think that should be fine. Get them to build those. Hopefully it's close enough, and then we can push material here, which will then let them build further up here. It'll be ideal. No idea if they're going to do this or not, though. Looks like they are. Alright, good. How are the farms going? Potatoes are like invisible now. Oh no, that's grass. That's oats. Where are the potatoes? Plants in general are hard to see. Yeah, potatoes are invisible now. Are you guys not even done planting? For real? Like, what? You already have some harvestable potatoes and you're not done planting? Are you shitting me? Your buddies across the way are done planting. They've been done planting for a while. What the fuck are you guys doing? What is so broken that... Okay, there's some pathfinding issue or something, because these guys are just trash. They're way the hell behind. Everyone else seems to be doing their thing correctly. Except these two? What is going on? Yeah, okay, a bunch of shit's broken right now. This is very strange. Certain farms just, they're not planting everything right away, or I don't know what the hell's going on. That is bizarre. Could not tell you what's going on. We did get 1 more donkey there, so it's not just happening when I save. Not that I seriously thought that was happening, but it would have been amusing if that was the case. Now, nearly done with the keep. We're gonna have to upgrade it again, use up a bunch more stone. Which we don't technically have yet, I don't think. We're probably gonna bankrupt ourselves stone-wise to do that. And it'd be a little bit silly to trade for it. I briefly entertained the notion of trading for stone, but I don't think that's really necessary. It's a little bit overkill, I would say. Yeah, this one's done. So it goes up to 4. Okay. So we got 2 more left on the other keep. Keep harvesting. I might want to start pulling some more. Yeah, let's do this. I don't want to take all of it, but I want more of it to be moved. I want the majority of our wool to be stockpiled here, just so that if we need to buy something, it's quick. Not that we really need to buy anything ever, but just the same. I don't want to have to worry about it. Alright. Probably a little bit past time to do this, but we're going to harvest the fast-growing stuff. I know I just harvested grass, which is not fast-growing, but it's fast enough that it acts as though it is. You can still get 2 harvests out of it, I think. Yeah, we waited a little bit too long, particularly on the flax. The other ones are probably fine, but flax always seems to go a little bit slow. I think that's just in my head, though. I don't think that's actually reality. Okay, well, it does look like locking works again, so that's good to see. We can do the bakeries properly now, if they're not. Yeah, they are. Okay. Well, that's encouraging. But, I mean, like I said, it did seem... Let's go up to speed 10. I don't know why I was still at speed 5. That's actually going to delay... We're going to end the episode in the beginning of winter at this point, probably. Just because it went slow for so long. How is the building going? You guys have not started on these because I have you primarily being castle guys, and you're done, actually, so let's go ahead. Oh, it's 1800. I thought this would be like 3000 stone. That's not bad at all. And here comes the lag again. Day-night cycle, but that's honestly somewhat tolerable now. Disregard, not tolerable. That was much worse. In fact, the game may not actually be playable at 10x right now at this size. To be completely fair, this is a pretty big city. So, yeah, nearly 200 people. Let's go back down to 5x. I don't think we can handle 10x here. It's going to be really frustrating to play. Yeah, they're harvesting very slowly. Is this still bugged? Yeah. It's a shame. Well, fixing the locking issue was definitely the first priority. I can't blame them for prioritizing that. It's still lagging at 5x again. I'm gonna let it get to like 7k, and then I'll stop it. Don't want to take all of it, because it is needed for the clothing, or the clothing, yes, the cloth craft, that's what I was thinking. It's needed for those guys, but not so much that I need a large number. Oh, this does have a limit. We're nowhere near it, but it does. But yeah, we need a lot of it for trading more than we do for making clothing. Because it's produced continuously, it's not really a major concern. Yeah, harvesting early does not seem to be benefiting us. We're not even close to finishing harvesting. In fact, harvesting at that time might have been required just to get them to completely harvest even one. So that's really not working out in our favor here. Let's try 10x again. Oh, that is regrettable. Well, what are you gonna do? Do we actually give a shit about the tavern? I don't know if this is actually doing anything. I feel like it's not doing anything yet. I guess we can just keep it running, though. It's not the worst thing. How are you guys still not done up here? You're not even doing this yet, so how can you not be working on that? I'm very surprised. I think what's happening, because I saw it happen once, and I get a feeling that's the situation. They run out, they're like, alright, ready to work, and they hit it once, and they're like, oh, look at the time, it's time to go home, and they go home. That seems to be the situation. So I could just, yeah, they're doing a little and then leaving. Let's see what he's doing. Building, building, build. This guy's done more work than anyone I've seen. Eating. Okay, well, what if I said no? What if I said build? Why do you need to eat? You're at like 75% food bar. Like, why? What's the compelling need to consume more food here? I'm not convinced that you actually need to eat. You need new clothes more than you need to eat. Newer tool too, obviously. I'm really shocked that this isn't done yet. You are a very slow builder, my friend. Okay, so the horn makes each individual action go faster. Okay, that's done. For your insolence, thinking that you can go eat while you're already almost full, I will force you to continue building. Okay, good enough. This will get done in time, I'm not worried about it. Okay. So... we're getting the material train going. But I think in order to make this work, we need a lot of material. Oh nice, they're almost done harvesting. Good for you guys. I mean, it's midsummer, so you kind of missed the boat there. Potatoes are already coming out, but you tried. Wait, did this go up? This wasn't... $35.28. That's a large... Did they buff farming again? I feel like they buffed farming again. I could be completely mistaken about that, but it seems better than it was. Alright, well, whatever. Oh shit, I should probably... yeah. So... why don't we exclusively... buy? What about stone? Because this would make it easier, I don't have to... take anything out of my own stores for this town. I can just say... that's a pretty terrible deal. So forget that. We're gonna move it from our own stores. I'm not gonna do it yet though. We'll set up a... we'll do one for wood. How about that? Go from here. That's most of our wood though. Yeah, I don't know. We'll do it, whatever. Was that one, right? Yeah, it was that one. Okay. So we don't need all 3,500, but why not start? Won't hurt us to move it. I think you harvest now. Oats can wait a minute. Oh shit, it's early fall. No, they can't. Just harvest everything. It'll grow as you harvest. It's fine. We're doing okay on everything anyway. I can just grow oats next year again. I think grass we don't need any more of next year. Flax we do, oats we do. Otherwise we're good. I think that's gonna be our situation here. So that's not bad overall. Keep harvesting, please. Allow people to eat fruits again. Got all of our donkeys if we want to go faster. Haven't moved much yet, but they're in progress, so it's fine. Speaking of wood, get another 700 from there. That'll help out. Every little bit counts, right? You guys really gotta move it on getting this stuff harvested. Even with what I'm doing, I don't think they're gonna finish on time. It's already fall. I think we're not even gonna see winter this episode, damn. It's 5x with the lag is brutal. It's still lagging a little, you can kind of see it in how the villagers are moving, but it's not really causing any camera issues as you can see. Like the camera's going pretty smoothly, but the villagers not so much. Which is good, because it doesn't really matter that much if the villagers are moving in a jerky fashion, right? Like, the camera moving in a jerky fashion is the part that really fucks it if you have any issues. So the camera is really what matters, is basically what I'm getting at. Villagers, NPCs, animals, whatever. Doesn't matter. I mean, it matters a little, but if it's a choice between them, this is how you want it to go. Okay, so oats are done. It's a shame that was a little quicker than I would have liked. I think flax is done too. We harvested way too early for it to matter. That's fine. I'm not even gonna bother getting the last chunk. Doesn't make any difference. We'll do flax next year. I don't even think we're going to get all the potatoes. Which is starting to look like a little bit of a problem, because we're not even over 40k again. We're over 30k, which is nice, but we topped 40k recently, and that was enjoyable. So we're kind of break even right now. Guess we're going to have to rely on the fish to support us during winter. Speaking of which, let's get them loaded up already, so there's no reason not to. Just got 30 villagers standing around doing nothing at the moment. No longer. This is done, so I can get rid of one of the builders. They're not even done moving material over here. How the hell were you guys not finished with that? That's like borderline unacceptable. Okay, this is starting to work out for us. Maybe they were doing the wood. No, they weren't doing the wood. They were doing nothing, nothing at all, but that will have to do it for today's episode. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you'll join us on the next one as well. Take care. If you're... shit. I tried to end the outro there, but I'm not done actually. I actually stream on Twitch from 6 to 8 p.m. PST on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. So feel free to join us there if you would like, and that is 9 to 11 p.m. EST if you do not know how to convert from PST to EST, and with that, we are done. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take care.